What's up, everybody? I'm the Chess Nerd, and today we're going to be looking at Beth's win against Master Rudolph in Cincinnati final game. This lets Beth win the Cincinnati Open way back in 1966. So this is the position today. Beth has the black pieces, and Master Rudolph, that's what we get of his name, has the white pieces. And so here it's Beth's turn, and she has a nice discovery check on the king. So what does she do? She takes the pawn with check discovery. Very nifty. So white has quite a few options. If the king goes on the c-file, anywhere on the c-file, Beth just benefits off a free bishop, and she would eventually win the game, being a full bishop up. So that's not an option. Okay, option number 2 is bishop d3, so guarding the king. And here Beth simply wins with knight takes bishop, and this also does a discovery check on the king. Pretty crazy. And when the king moves, let's say king e1, simply takes and takes, and Beth is winning here with an advantage of a minor piece. The best move against knight takes d4 here is actually knight d3 to cover this square, but this time you don't have the knight on e1. Here, Beth's most reasonable choice is knight takes d3 check on the king, and after king c3, simply knight e5. But Beth encounters counterplay here after white takes on f5, attacking the knight, and when the knight moves, this pawn will be attacked. So yeah, black have a superb move here. That's king g6, attacks the rook. Contrarily to what I've just told you, white actually cannot take here. Why? Because black plays bishop g7, and this is a really nice pin, winning a full rook, of course. And so Beth profits of a move like this, rook f1, and now we get to keep the pawn, and we're a full bishop up here against 2 pawns, but this is surely winning for Beth. Master Rudolph, right? They claim he's a master, right? Plays the worst move of the position, let me just tell you. He plays king e3 here. And what happens after king e3, you say? Knight takes bishop check, discovery on the king. And here the king doesn't have many options or blockades. So let's say rook f4 would be completely losing to knight takes f4. Just take a bishop and a rook for a knight. That's super winning. So that's not an option. And other than that, well, the king can refugee to f2, but then rook d2 seems pretty monstrous, preparing an inevitable discovery check on the king here. But no, Rudolph does, again, the worst move of the position. Maybe because of discouragement. Maybe he's not even a master. Maybe he's a fake. Maybe he murdered the real Master Rudolph and is playing under that guy's identity. Because this move is not a master move. Not in 1,000 galaxies. This is a terrible move. After king takes e2 here, Beth laughs. She doesn't really, but she laughs in her head. And handsomely plays rook d2 checkmate on the king here. And that's how Beth wins her first tournament fully. Her first out-of-state tournament, rather. She goes on to win the Cincinnati Open, and the next year in Las Vegas, she plays in the US Open with some interesting stuff. In fact, in the final of that tournament, the US Open, she plays against Benny Watts, and I made a video about that, so if you want to check it out, it's going to be right there. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time!